Today's show brought to you in part by GoToMeeting. For a free 30-day trial, use code podcast at gotomeeting.com.
I hope you'll be our accomplice as we scheme on this episode of Travel App of the Day. And what is she up to next? Andy says, Andy, do you have a mustache?
Not anymore.
No, not anymore. Not anymore.
But I've logged into our to the webpage for our app today, and it says that I'm looking diabolical.
Oh, well, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's a good thing.
A good thing.
In
Okay.
This context,
Okay. Good thing in this context. The app that we're talking about today is Schemer, and we're going to be scheming today about a lot of things. And first and foremost, before we get started chatting more about this, I'm going to run a quick video about what it is.
You there, are you curious, ambitious, daring, adventurous? Schemer helps you get ideas and see them through. Maybe you want to try a new recipe or challenge yourself to bike a 10K on a unicycle, dressed as a clown. First things first, a scheme is anything you want to do. Use Schemer to discover great schemes and collect the ones that tickle your fancy. You can also create your own schemes. As Schemer learns what you like, it gives you better recommendations. And eventually, you'll have tons of great ideas up your sleeve. But more importantly, Schemer helps you get off your butt and actually do stuff. It tells you what's nearby when you use Schemer on your phone. And based on things like weather and time of day, Schemer will offer ideas of things to do right when they make sense. If you want to do something new with your friends, note them as accomplices, and Schemer will find activities you'll all enjoy. Small dreams, big dreams. Stop dreaming and start scheming. Schemer.com.
So this is an automated get-off-the-couch kind of app.
Yes, I think that's a very good way of putting it. Andy actually said, Courtney, you got to check out this app. He started spelling it, and I wasn't really sure where he was going. And a schemer is what it is. He said it's kind of sort of like a bucket list of things to do. And as soon as he said bucket list, my eyes lit up because I love lists and I love checking things off and completing them. So I think this is really great, especially for the summertime coming up.
Well, and if we can bring up the IVGA here, it starts out, let's see if I can zoom up on this, where you have suggestion categories like vacation, things to do outdoors, weekend getaways, once in a lifetime, zombies, books, museums, date night, all of the sorts of things that really need to go on your list.
Yes, and actually the same thing if you're on the mobile. And we should say that this is available for iOS devices. It's available for Android and on the web. But the disclaimer here is that you have to have a Google Plus account to be involved. And if you have a Gmail account, you automatically have a Google Plus account, whether you know it or not. You just need to set it up. So be sure you're on Google Plus to enjoy this app. And the same thing is you just sign in with your Google Plus account, and it was very easy. So then I just started putting hearts by the things that I liked. So books, cocktails, cooking, home improvement, outdoors, restaurants. And then it's almost like it gets really intelligent. And the more you use it, the more it gets to know you, if you will, which is kind of scary. But
so what it does is you put these things on your list, and then it becomes geo-aware.
Exactly. And so I was searching around here today, and some of the things that came up for people that they have suggested for this area were, of course, to go to a Notre Dame football game and things like that because we're close to Notre Dame. And we need to populate more around here. I'm sure if you go to Chicago or bigger cities, you're going to find a well-populated map of things to do. But yeah, it's really kind of, and it's even things that are like, go outside and run. I mean, you can just make these bucket list items. They could be silly or they can involve things that are around you. So it also helps you when you are in a new area and you don't know what to do. People will suggest things again. So it's It's
Or
pretty
if
cool.
you find out, for example, play the big floor piano at FAO Schwartz.
Of
in New
course.
York. Now, that may
did
be
that.
something that might strike your fancy. You put it into this app,
Mm-hmm.
and it might be a couple of years before you get to New York.
Yep.
But you're there, and then all of a sudden it'll remind you, hey, this was something that you thought was cool.
Yeah, it is cool. I mean,
Yeah.
it's you can check it off, and then you can kind of see, and when you follow other people that are on your Google Plus account and things like that, you can see how many things they have to do and how many things they've checked off. And it could be something simple like reading Harry Potter or something like that on the list. But you can post places, location, and photos actually right from your phone to the app. You can follow interesting vagabonds, it says, and all kinds of cool stuff like that. You can publish animated maps with slideshows from the web. You can like the posts that appeal to you, which is always fun, some interaction there. And you can share directly through Facebook, Twitter, texting, and email. And of course, all of this can be Google Plus as well.
Mm-hmm.
So-
Now, I wonder if this would operate on an iPod or on a touch, on the touch platform, to where it would be more suitable for kids. Or if you could have one of the earlier iPhones that maybe has been retired from active service and had the SIM card pulled out, so it was no longer a phone, but it was still kind of functioning kind of as an iPod Touch or music player or whatever. I wonder if that would load on there. That would be a great thing to check out, because you could have the kid version of cool things to do.
Which could always be fun and interesting.
Yeah.
Of course, they do have a disclaimer here as well. Minimize your data charges by turning off your network settings. So always do that if you've got things that are going to pull your data plan and you wonder why it's creeping up. But this is a really neat app. And I think it's great whether, like you said, if you don't end up in New York City for 2 years, you still got it down there. And actually, Andy, here's a story time with Courtney. Every single summer, a girlfriend of mine and I would sit down and make our bucket list for that year. Or maybe, I don't think it was summer. It would make more sense if it was in January. And we sat down, we made a bucket list of things that we wanted for that year, and then actually a bucket list of things we wanted to do that summer specifically. And so then you've got your long-term bucket list. We always would make those, and they're on pieces of paper that I have somewhere and I can't find.
Right,
and I think I
right.
want to do things, but this is a great way to keep it on the web and on my phone. And
Right. And
Right there.
remind you of it
yes.
when you're at a time and place when you might be able to do something about it.
Oh, yeah, I did want to do whitewater rafting in Colorado, and I forgot about it. So, Andy, what would be on your bucket list? What's something you want to get done?
Oh my. I want to take a lengthy motorcycle trip someday. I don't know if I want to make it from the Midwest all the way to the West Coast, but I want to do that sometime.
Be ambitious. Go to
Yeah.
the West Coast. It'll be fun. Very cool. So check it out. It's Schemer. You can go to schemer.com. It's SCHEMER. Schemer. Just remember the mustache. The moustache. Of course, no show would be complete without our 30 seconds of shameless plugging. Be sure to check out Travel App of the Day and all our other great shows here at RVNN TV on our Boxee channel. You can find it in the App Store. The RVNN Daily comes out every single Friday with great social media contributors, so be sure to subscribe to that. You can circle us on Google+. You can follow us on Pinterest. Each one of our shows has its very own board. We have the Pin to Win contest coming up. It ends next Friday, June 1st at 7 p.m. Eastern. We've got details on our website on how to participate, but basically you need to create a board called RVNN Pin to Win My Travel Lifestyle on your very own Pinterest account and submit at least 8 pins from our website, and you can be qualified to win a Roku. Winner announced next Monday, June 4th from Las Vegas. Be sure to give us a thumbs up on Facebook, facebook.com/RV Newsnet. You can follow us on Twitter at RV Newsnet. Be sure to hashtag TAP for Travel App of the Day to join the conversation on this show. Last but not least, you can watch us on the Roku. Get us on your flat screen. You can subscribe, tell a friend, and give us a rating. We're in the travel category. And like I said, Andy, we're giving one of those away. And how much, if you're watching us from your laptop, how much more convenient would it be just to watch it from your couch on your flat screen? And then do something else on your computer.
Plus, be able to tap into Netflix and Hulu Plus and a whole lot of other very interesting services that are coming up there as well.
Absolutely. Well, that wraps it up for today's Travel App of the Day. Again, that was Schemer. We'll be back on Friday. We'll see you then.
for a walk? Gabe? Gabe? Gabe?
Hey, buddy, you lost? Hold on.
If your pet is the adventuresome type, be sure he's connected to Pet Hub. A quick scan using any smartphone shares your pet's vital information, so that even his wildest escapades have a happy ending. Pet Hub, reuniting pets with their families.
Come on, Gabe, let's go home.